Hello, thank you for joining me. I had promised I would do what sold videos this year, and this is the first one. It's just sort of a wrap up for January. Not all the sales, of course, just a sampling of things that I sold. I am going to start with the first item that sold on January 1st. It only sold for $14. I am making a point of trying to source higher priced items, but there's always going to be certain ones that I just can't leave behind for whatever reason. Wilson's leather, I have a soft spot for Wilson's leather, so that's one of them. And it sold for $14. I ended up making $11.05 for it, but the buyer was very happy. Wallets are easy to list. She said it was even nicer than she expected, so I'm happy. This next sale is a pair of North Face hiking shoes that I have had for probably 2 years. I've relisted it. I've changed the price. Just couldn't sell it. It finally sold on eBay for full price at $40 plus shipping. I'm very happy about that. I don't make a lot of eBay sales. I don't list on eBay very much. I don't have a store. I don't do much in the way of promotion or, delisting and relisting. I just don't focus on eBay. This next sale was sold on Depop. So how about that? I maybe have 15, 20 items on Depop, and I don't really have the strategy down. I know you need to leave some hashtags, and it's a tough one for me. And I just don't have the time. I am part-time, if I did not mention that. I don't have the time to thoroughly research and do what I need to do on Depop. That's the problem. But this is an Apex One World Cup USA 1994 vintage jacket. And I'm not 100% sure what this sold for, so I will put this down. But I got a good price for it. I'm very happy. This was actually my aunt's jacket, and it was in excellent condition. On Mercari, I sold a pair of Laredo men's boots for $60. And I think I sold like maybe 3 pair of cowboy boots in January. So I want to find some more cowboy boots. I mean, if I find cowboy boots at the right price, I'm always going to pick them up. It's just something I like. Okay, moving on. This was my mom's fur coat. Actually, it wasn't my mom's fur coat. I'm selling it for my mom. It was her sister's. The light's kind of weird, huh? I'm not in my usual position. It was her sister's. So it was very vintage. In fact, I'll tell a funny story about it because she told me and I thought it was hysterical. My aunt got this coat, was very excited about it, of course. They all went out to dinner, and my mother was pregnant either with me or my brother, so I can kind of pinpoint within 3 years of what year it's from. Anyway, my mother was pregnant with one of us, and she threw up on the coat. I didn't put that in the listing. It was cleaned. You can tell. I thought that was a funny story. I don't mind selling fur coats, vintage fur coats. I would never go out and buy a fur coat from a retailer, but from a thrift store. I mean, if the animals had died, the only thing more tragic than them dying to make you a coat is that the coat then gets thrown away. Then I sold another fur coat. So while we're on fur coats, the brand was called Furs by Pete of Chicago. I thought that was a funny name. Like, wouldn't you want to at least be Furs by Peter? Something a little more, I don't know, classy than Pete. But, oh, look how cute it is. So cute. It's lamb, and then it has black fur around it that's super soft, maybe mink. I don't know my fur well enough to say for sure. And it didn't say on the label. This one sold for $85. So I think I got like $66.28 for that. All right. I'm kind of speeding through this because I have to take my cat to the vet. He's lifting his paw, which means I think that one of his nails is ingrown, and he doesn't let me trim them. So I called them up to see if I can bring him in today. So fingers crossed he gets into that carrier without a problem. The other one, forget it. She will die of an ingrown nail if that happens because I'd have to drug her. I have drugs for my cats, just in case. I digress, right? All right, let's see. This is a men's shirt, 3J Workshop. I picked this up on Black Friday. I don't know where you live, but I was supposed to be out of town for Black Friday. It got canceled. It turned out my thrift stores have sales, like 50% off the entire store. So that was great. I guess I know what I'm doing next Black Friday. This sold for $40. I got 32. This is from Poshmark. Men's 3J Workshop, if you don't know, is Johnny was. Another Depop sale. Super happy about this. Classique Entier. Black leather jacket. Nice leather. I don't understand why this sat for so long, because it did sit for quite a while. I'd say over a year. I don't understand how people know exactly how many days something's been listed. Like I used to put the date I list it, but with relisting, then I'm not going to keep doing that. So I just stopped paying attention to that. But this was quite a while. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to put it on Depop. And it didn't take very long to sell there for $50 plus shipping. That was full price. All right, these pants, I was at I don't know if you see my haul videos, I was at a thrift store that was going out of business, and I got 2 big bags of stuff for less than bins prices. And sometimes, and I think you get better at with your gut. I mean, I've always shopped by my gut, but it just hasn't always paid off. And I'm doing better. I just thought these were kind of cool. The brand, not cool. I don't know, something about them. It is Bitty K Rand, or it's probably more pronounced Bita or something like that. Kai Rand. It's a Scandinavian company based in Copenhagen, and I think these are called Miracle Pants, and they are along the lines of a Beta brand, where it's a comfort pant, like as comfortable as a yoga pant, but you can wear them to the office. I listed these at, I think, 20, and I put out an offer for 18 plus the minimum shipping discount. Anytime there's a shipping discount for me, it's always the minimum. But anyway, and they sold, I think, within 2 days of listing. You just never know. For those prices, take a chance if something feels like it's worthwhile. Of course, that is on the lower end of the return on investment scale, but did I mention, again, lower than bins prices? Okay. This is a cabbie jacket. And this was from my ThredUp scrap fabric box. I did if you want to see the video, I ordered the scrap fabric box. It was my one and only box I've ever bought. It was sort of an experiment to see if I could make my money back, make enough profit to double my money to put it away, and then enough to buy another box. And I have, but I'm just not convinced I want to buy another box. And they've changed the name of the scrap fabric box. I can't remember what the description read, so I don't know if it's the same description, because it makes it seem very much like it could just be like scraps of fabric. And I am not down for that. So this sold for $22 with discounted shipping. That was an offer to Liker for $17.60 is what I made. And it's all profit because I've already tripled my money on that box. This is a men's vintage leather jacket. The brand is Excelled. Don't know it. And this sold for $75. So that would be $60 after fees. If it's sold on Poshmark. I'm not sure. You'll know. But anyway, that's what I get after fees, approximately, depending, even anywhere else. Okay, this is my highest price sale of the month. Could end up being my highest price sale of the year, because I don't find a lot of super high-end stuff. So this sold full price for $150. So after fees, this was on Poshmark. I also bought this on Black Friday at another store. It's what they call top drawer. So they overprice a lot of their top drawer stuff. And when they have their normal sales, top drawer isn't included. But for Black Friday, everything was included. So I made $120. I actually paid $18 for this, so $102 profit. I can't complain about that. I knew I was going to make money on this jacket. All right. This is a pair of Klim Moto pants. I like to buy, I'm not a motorcycle person. I don't want anything to do with motorcycles. I don't like them. But I do like to buy the stuff. And these, I'm including these because I sold them and they were returned because they were more worn than they were led to believe, which possibly is true. I don't really know anything about this stuff, so I couldn't really tell. I couldn't argue it. So I just relisted them, and I did make sure to say they do show wear, and I, included all the areas, and I didn't list it as high as I had in the first place, and they sold very quickly for $23. So yeah, I still made money on them. These came from the bins. I mean, they're heavy, but they're not 10 pounds. All right. This is a pair of silver jeans, new with tag. These were a size 24, and I bought these on Whatnot. So I paid up for these, and they ended up selling for $44. So I did make money on them. They took a while, and I probably would not buy them again, or at least not for $10, which I think is what I paid. I'm thinking that I want to give away. When I hardly ever go on Whatnot anymore. But when I was going, and if I would win a giveaway, I would try to find something to buy, because I got the reduced shipping, and they were sending me something free. So I tried to do my part, and this is what I picked up. So I did make money on these. This pair of boots, these are the Ugg Hartley boots. So they're not the traditional Uggs, but they were super comfortable. I bought them in the spring and decided to keep them. So they were living in my personal closet, and it was January, and I still hadn't worn them. I tried them on a couple of times and ended up not wearing them because, I mean, I basically wear like yoga pants, sweatpants, that type of stuff with running shoes to work every day. And these are cute with like skinny jeans, but like I said, it was already January and I still hadn't worn them. And I just thought, you know what, let me just try to sell them. And they sold full price within, I think, a day or two for $60. So I made $48. So that was the right decision. All right. Oh, Burton boots. I bought this at the same not the same Black Friday, the same store that I bought the Cripple Creek jacket. And this was a day where they were running a 50% off shoe and boot sale, even on their top drawer, but they didn't have anything for me in top drawer. I ended up buying 2 pair of boots. These are Burton snow boots, and they sold pretty quickly for $40 with a shipping discount. So that paid for the 2 pair that I did end up picking up. I will always pick up, I like to pick up snowboard boots, but in particular Burton. I have another pair, I think, that have been sitting for a long time, but I don't know the brand. But for the right price, I will pick up snowboard boots, but especially Burton. The light's just going in and out. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't need to see me. Okay, this Carhartt hat. Okay, the reason why I decided to include this Carhartt hat is, first of all, it sold for $14. So again, hoping that that's the lowest price I will sell anything, unless I'm trying to clearance something out and just like, but I don't think I've ever sold anything for less than maybe 12. I don't know. I thought this was interesting. So they opened a case and said that there were sweat stains inside. Well, I usually notice that stuff and I say so, or I'll try to clean it first. But I don't argue. And I said, that's fine, I'll take it back. Now, in one of the Facebook groups, someone was saying that she offers returns on sizes. And I said, well, it's not really up to you. Poshmark makes those decisions. And she said, well, if I say I'll accept it, then Poshmark will accept it. Well, it turns out that's not true. And it makes sense that it wouldn't be true because it's not you that's paying for the shipping both ways. It's Poshmark. Well, they opened this case on those stains, which I thought for sure Poshmark would approve. And I said, that's fine, I'll take it back. And Poshmark declined it after that. So just because you say you're going to take something back, Poshmark may say, no, you're not. So, I mean, I was happy. I was happy not to have it back, but I was fine either way, especially because I don't pay for shipping. All right. And the last sale of the month. I started with the first sale. I'll end with the last sale. I think that's a good plan for monthly what solds. This is just a hoodie. It's SpaceX. And it sold for $26 with a shipping discount. So again, just the minimum shipping discount, which is $1.72 off. And that's a total of $19.08 for me. So I think there was about 5 days in January that I didn't make sales, which is more than I like. I do want to average, I list 3 new items a day. Plus I relist a lot. And so I would like to average 3 sales a day. And I did not. It was like 2 point something. Oh well. And my average cost of goods was, I think, like 20 and change, which is for me not horrible, especially because I did have a lot of those lower price sales. So that is it. I hope how was January for you? Did you have good sales? I hope so. I'm hoping February February came out of the gate much stronger than January. I made 6 sales on the first day, 5 sales with a bundle of 2. So 6 items. And then yesterday I only made 1 sale. So who knows? We'll find out at the end of the month how I do for February, or actually in the beginning of next month, when I will hopefully have another one of these videos. I also hope to have a haul video for you. Well, I'll definitely have a haul video for you before then. But not weekly like I had been doing for a while, because I just, until yard sale season starts up and everything, I just won't necessarily have a haul every week. Sad face. Okay, thank you. If you enjoy reseller videos, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up and the bell so you know when I release another video. And if I never see you again, I hope you have a wonderful life. Bye.